I was riding my bike along the side of the freeway and I picked up a nasty flat. Hey, what's going on? If you saw my last video, you saw that I got a pretty gnarly flat tire, and so I thought this would be a good opportunity to show you how to change a tire on the SUPER73 S2. So let's get into it. I'm going to show you what you need. So before you get started, you're going to want to make sure that you have some zip ties. That's to secure the cable to the frame. While I have the tire off, I'm actually going to install one of these tire liners. I'll be sure to link all of this stuff that I'm talking about down below where you can actually order it online. So I picked this one up off of Amazon. Now, I also need a tube because the gash in my tire is way bigger than a little patch is going to fix. So I need to replace the tube completely. I ordered this one off of Rad Power Bikes because, again, SUPER73, as of the time making this video, they're all out of tubes. This one is a 4-inch wide. I think it's a 4.25. We'll unwrap it and I'll show you for sure. That'll work even though the tire says 20 by 5. So I also picked up a spare, so I have one just in case, because if you've been to any bike shop, they are getting completely wiped out of supplies. So I thought I'd pick up another one. Now we're going to need a little wire snip here. That's for the zip ties that are already on the bike. This is just for the front tire to remove the nuts there. And then you're going to want some tire levers because that's going to make it easy to pop the rubber off of the frame. And then I have this park tool that has the Allen key that I'll need to take off the rear tire. I think it's a 5mm. Again, I'll have a link where to pick this up down below. So let's go ahead and change the tire on this bike. All right, so first things first, I removed the battery. The main reason is just to make the bike a lot lighter because we're gonna flip it over. And then I also turned down my display so when it's resting on the handlebars, I don't risk damaging that. So yeah, we're gonna flip this bike over, get the tire off, and fix my flat. I got the bike flipped over, and right away, here's where I don't know if it was a piece of plastic or a piece of glass went in, but you can see the hole is big enough to let out some of that slime that I put in my tire. So yeah, it's gonna take more than just patching a little hole in the tube. The first thing that we wanna do is disconnect the hub motor from the controller and then snip these two zip ties before we can actually pull the tire off of the frame. Now when you're snipping the zip ties, make sure that you are very careful and don't snip the cable, because obviously we don't want water or dirt getting in there. All right, and to remove this, you just unscrew. This keeps water and dirt and grime out of the connection. Once you're done, you just disconnect it. The next thing you'll want to do is remove the brake calipers, get those out of the way. Now as you're doing this, be careful not to touch the rotors. You don't want the grease from your fingers to get on the rotor. We're going to use a 5mm Allen key to loosen these two bolts. Now there is a tiny little washer in between here, so make sure you don't lose those washers, but it's as simple as twisting and removing. I like to alternate the sides when I'm tightening and loosening these bolts. All right, now that that's out of the way, just screw the bolts back in the holes so you don't misplace them. All right, so now actually comes the easier part. SUPER73 has made it super easy to actually remove the tires. Instead of doing this huge nut like I thought when we were replacing my buddy's tire, all you have to do is remove these bolts. There's two on either side, and then you'll see over on the other side that we'll actually be able to slide the hub forward so that we can remove the chain. So I'll show you that in just a second. You'll slide it forward. From here you should just be able to pop off the wheel. There we go. we'll want to work from this side, and you can just use your weight to break the bead on the tire. So we'll remove the tire from the rim. I'm going to line this with that tire liner, then we'll put in our new tube and get this set up and ready to go. So a tool I forgot to mention that you might need at the beginning is a crescent wrench. This one is too big, so I'm going to go ahead and try these needle nose pliers, and where I'm going to use it is right here on this nut, so I can remove the tube stem so that I can take it out. So next we'll use our tire levers to pop the tire out over the rim and pull out the tube. So you just follow your rim all the way around until you get it off of there. And then I need to break this seal too. And there's the old tire full of my slime, or the old tube. So we have the tire off, and we will now throw on some tire liner. This is, it fits a 4.1 to 5 inch tire, which as you can see on here, that's a 5-inch tire. So if you want to kind of measure it, you'll see that it just fits right inside. Now this is 26 inches, so I'm going to have to measure it and cut it down to 20 and then line the inside with the tire liner. What this is going to do is help prevent against some of those more severe pokes. Like if I had this in when my bike got a flat, I probably wouldn't even be making this video right now, because this should have protected from stuff like that. Nails, glass, some of your bigger punctures. So let me measure this and we will get it in the tire. So I have the tube liner in. I said that we measure at 20 inches. The 20 inches is the diameter of the tire, so obviously it's going to be longer than 20 inches. These are made to be cut. So what you do is you actually overlap it. There we go, you overlap the tire liner. So I'll probably cut it right around here to make sure I have plenty of room, and if I need to do any more trimming, I will. Also, you want to make sure that this ribbed part is towards facing the outside of the tire. Next, you'll grab your tube. This one again I picked up from Rad Power Bikes. It is a 20 by 4 1/4, so that will fit inside this tire. You'll actually want to inflate it in the tire before you put it back onto the rim, because what that's going to do is hold the tire liner in place. So let's do that now. It's inflated. Now let's pop it in there to help hold the tire liner. Then we'll throw it back on the rim. Now when you put your tire back on your rim, if you're using the Super-73 tire, you're going to want to make sure that the 73 is facing the same direction as the 73 on the front, so that your tread's going the same way. So be mindful of that as you're putting it back on. Don't want to close my wire in there. Okay, so I got the tire on the one side of the rim. Now I just need to use the tire levers to pop this tire back on. Guess I didn't need to. While I have the tire off, I might as well clean up the fender from this goop. It's kind of sticky. Something that I forgot to mention at the start is if your tire is in a different position besides all the way back or slightly forward, take a picture of where that was at. Mine was all the way back, so it was easy to remember. That was to keep the chain tight. So chances are yours are too, but if it's a unique setup, then be sure to take a picture of where your tire sat in the frame so you can make sure to put it back in that spot. So I got lucky. I think most of them are like that. But now we're gonna slide the tire back into the frame. Okay, so with the tire in place, I'm just gonna loosely tighten these, and then I'll just tighten them in kind of a series as we go, just to make sure they all get equally as tight. All right, just giving them all one last tightening. Now with the tire on, the tube in place, what we're going to do is actually inflate it to 35 psi. What that's going to do is help reset this bead on the tire to the rim, and then we'll deflate it down to where I'm comfortable with. So let's get this thing pumped up. We're like 36 psi, so that should give me enough to detach the valve. Make sure that you reconnect your controller to the hub motor, because the whole reason we have these things is so we don't have to pedal. So there's 3 pins that you want to make sure to get lined up in these 3 pins, and you don't want to force anything, so you've got to be really careful. But once you get it in place, it plugs in nice and easy, and you just screw that on there tight, and then we will re-add our zip ties. So we'll do this one first. It's pretty easy to remember where that one goes. Get it nice and tight. If you have a zip tie tightener thing, that's even better. But on this one, you'll see that there's these little ridges. So when you zip tie it, you'll make sure that you zip tie it around those ridges there. The last step is to reset the brake caliper back onto the disc, and we'll be good to go. I'm also going to put a tire liner in the front tire, but now that you know what to do, I don't need to show you that. Anyway, that's how you replace a tube on the Super 73 and also throw in a tire liner. So if you like this video, make sure to let me know in the comments down below. Give it a thumbs up. Now, I'm not a bike mechanic, so if I did anything wrong, then let me know in the comments as well. Maybe that'll help other people. But I think we should be good to go on this, and I can't wait to get back out riding because it's been a solid week. So thank you for watching, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Have a great rest of your day.